to follow that cue this weekend doing that. Probably not for honeydews and melons and things like that, but you know.
Yeah, you know, I tell you what, I would have loved to have been that elephant about 2 years ago on Memorial Day because we hit 99 degrees.
Oh yeah, that was a rough one.
Yes,
right.
But this year, we're not going to be close to that. In fact, we're far from it right now in Warner Robins, which is where you're looking live right now out there at Watson Boulevard. Temperature of 52 degrees there in Houston County with the northwest wind at 5 miles an hour. We're in the 50s area wide, with the only exception being Vidalia sitting at 61 right now, 57 in Monticello, 54 in Forsyth, 57 in Montezuma, and we're close to 60 in Americus, almost there, about 40 minutes after 7 now on your Sunday morning. Take a look at where we are now compared to 24 hours ago. So yesterday morning, we're 16 degrees cooler in Macon, 15 degrees cooler in Warner Robins. Let's see, can we find anything higher? No, Macon takes the cake with the biggest cool down from yesterday compared to today. Now today we're going to warm through the 60s and 70s through the late morning, early afternoon hours, eventually to a high of about 83 degrees, which is below the average. Our average high for May 30th is 88 degrees, so we're running 5 to 7 degrees below average today. Then again tonight, we're going to cool off into the 50s. 59 degrees is going to be the overnight low here in central Georgia, mostly clear. It's going to be fairly cool with a sunset around 8:37. Then the sun will rise tomorrow morning at 6:30 on your Memorial Day. High temperature warmer than today. 86 degrees is going to be the high, but is still below average for your Memorial Day. Like I said, 2 years ago, we hit 99 on Memorial Day, so it could be much worse as we wrap up the month of May. Live radar, we are quiet across central Georgia. You've got to go off the Atlantic coast, off of St. Simons and Savannah. We saw a few thunderstorms there last night. Elsewhere across the southeast, just a few high, thin cirrus clouds above the state of Georgia, Mississippi, and Alabama. Now Tuesday, June 1st, marks the start of the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season, and forecasters from NOAA are expecting an above average hurricane season again. Now we're not going to be as active as 2020 was. We broke all sorts of records last year. This year we're looking at 13 to 20 named storms, 6 to 10 hurricanes, and 3 to 5 major hurricanes. And one thing I want to note is that these numbers don't denote the amount of storms that hit land. This is how many we're expecting to see throughout the duration of the season. All right, let's walk through the rest of today. Notice that wind coming out of the northeast today associated with a backdoor cold front. That's going to keep our temperatures below average, like I was talking about just a minute ago. And as we roll the clock through Monday, notice that wind becomes more easterly, and we'll start to see some clouds build back in on your Memorial Day. Then as we head into next week, we are looking at some clouds again on Tuesday before we start to introduce a rain chance on Wednesday. 30% chance of rain with those scattered showers. And then on Thursday, we're looking at a 60% chance of rain across central Georgia, and it's just a mess there on the models. We'll have to fine tune that forecast as we start next week. So put numbers to it all, 0% chance of rain from today through Tuesday, 30% on Wednesday, and 60% on Thursday. Now, how much rain are we talking about? This is the 7-day rainfall forecast from NOAA. Notice those blues there over an inch. So this is from this morning all the way to next Sunday morning. So we could be looking at 1 inch to 2 inches across parts of central Georgia as we move into next week. Here's how that all fits into your 7-day forecast. High temperatures in the 80s. Through Tuesday, we could reach 90 on Wednesday. That's when that 30% chance of rain begins. And then Suzanne, a 60% chance of rain on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.